two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 20-yard line.
Come on, Zach. Henry. Mark 54. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. To try again after the sack. Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
Now that's the way to open up a game on defense. Back-to-back sacks. We know that someone's come to play today.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some...
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Let's go. 10 logo. Mike 27. Hey, here we go. Let's go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage, but the big man setting the tone physically.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. X3. 218. Chopper.
2nd and 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready, ready. 90 Wolf. Ready, ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got Lockett. The 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown of the new season. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
They'll look to throw, and this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Throwing is Bridgewater, and that is incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Seahawks will take over at their own 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
23 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
On second down, it's Carson, and he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
2nd and 13. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Well, now a carry here for the fullback. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36.
16 yards. And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
He's 61, matchbox, lights.
This is Carson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Carson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 13-yard line.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away.
And they can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
Let's go! Let's go!
A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Allen Robinson, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check.
Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And again, it's Bridgewater. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Off the play fake, Bridgewater on the move to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go now. Defense, let's go. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The quick slant caught. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Saints 21, Seahawks 10.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Check, 47. Hey, watch the ball, watch the shoot.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead.
He's got a man, complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Play action now. Bridgewater. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
It leads to second and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. On play action, it's Bridgewater. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Thomas, the intended target. Third down here.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Bridgewater again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They go play action here on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go.
They run it again with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's been a long day for you. Out. Come on. Out.
On third down, Bridgewater. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Just like that.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now back to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. He'll run it, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Bridgewater. He finds Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Allen Robinson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll set him back 5.
Yeah, baby!
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
2nd and long. And my goodness, another interception. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Benjamin's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This complete to Lockett. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'm going back to you. I'm going to go.
They'll set up a throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
This has to go down as one.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 12. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Brings up second and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Set the tone, defense. Set defense.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because...
Kamara has it stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting and hearing the scouting report from my coaches. And if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football.
Well, the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And an alley to run. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for New Orleans, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Squad like what in the field like yeah all day like